Yes.
Bead check. Show us your longer part, Storm.
Oh my God.
1, 2, and 3. 1 second. Time. One more bead check. And 3. I'll make sure to get these to you guys too. As well as the recording. This is really, I really feel we're getting there. I even feel Storm could finish this bead before
I do too.
Yeah. You know I'm messing with you.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
And what happened, I heard you mention you lined up your core, your center section, which is kind of like a beater expert kind of thing to do. So it did take you some time, but that was a really cool thing to do. So once you get there, you know your pattern, you know how long you want it to be, and you can just lay it on there.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We slept on you, but you're coming through.
I'm trying.
With the big.
That's why I'm trying to stay quiet so I can just go.
We throwing you off. Where's Jason? Tell Jason. What I'll do is the very first person who can come to the screen with a yellow shirt wins the prize. So it's just right now. Oh, right now, and but you have to put it on. I need to see a yellow shirt on, and we're recording, so don't change in front of the screen. But I love it because everyone's ran off, but Storm won. If you can hear me, she's already sitting in front of the first place is second place. Hi, Danielle, I see you came through. I said, don't change in front of the screen now.
No.
This is so awesome because the gift for the people that completed the beads, would be Danielle and Ty, but then Storm came through with the win. So what is it going to be, Storm? Are you going to choose a waist cincher? And what I do is send you photos of them, but thank you everyone for participating because now we're all yellow shirts. Yay! Cincher, or would you like to kind of build on your collection with waist beads?
I had to think, like, do I got a yellow shirt?
I'm over here in my summer drawer. Like, yeah.
You did come through with a cute yellow blouse.
Right, off the shoulder.
Yes.
It was in my summer drawer.
Wow, right. No, Storm for the win. So see, now we're all winning. I want to just go back into it while we're just beading, and I can give you the full rundown now.
Yes.
This will be the beginner's version for someone who's never heard of waist beads. This is exactly how I would explain it. So it all started in the 18th century, and this originated in both Ghana and Africa. And these places in Africa had, multiple reasons to wear them. As I mentioned, in Ghana, you start off with putting them on children, wrap it around their belly, their arms, or their thighs. And then you have places like Nigeria, where women, mothers, would sit exactly like we're doing right now and place each bead on the strand. But each bead would have a meaning towards it. It'll be a certain rites of passage. It'll be something, really tie their intentions to it. And that's what they'll pass on to their daughter. And in some cases, their daughter is not allowed to remove their beads until they're married. And when they're married, it's something that their husband will cut off. Or then you have in some other cases in Nigeria where you simply have the beads and it's not to be shown or seen by anyone. And they believe that it will totally change the energy of the beads. So your intentions, while set, you may have someone negative around you that sees the beads and now their negative energy is on the beads and it totally changes the intentions. And now you have to totally cut them off and remove them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. So you have that aspect of it. Talk a little bit about my grandmother, actually. My parents, born and raised in Nigeria, came here for the American dream and decided, that they're going to have 8 kids, and here we are. So I'm talking to my dad about it, and he was just explaining how in where he is from, actually, where my grandmother wore waist beads more of underwear. So it was underwear for her because, maybe it wasn't provided. But so the more beads you put on, the more you're able to cover up. So she would wear up to 50 beads. And it would be similar, like what we're using now would be seed beads, but there would be different like wooden beads. They in Africa apply to this. So you have that aspect of it where you put it on and you cover up. Then you have women who would use the waist bead as an anchor. And this was an anchor for their pad during their period. So the waist bead would put up around your waist and you would kind of change out the cloth as you go. And this would be another way of, during that time of just securing yourself, and you relied on the bead to hold up whatever you had positioned in that area.
Okay, gotcha.
And as it can go on. And so then as we're moving forward, you have people nowadays who put them on, but it really depends on the color. And we went through the colors where you say, oh, I only need to wear this color, because I wanted to remind me to stay mindful of. And whatever that intention may be is what you have set to it. And no one can change that, because once you see it, you believe it, you're reminded of it. And in Africa, and the traditional way to wear waist beads would be to tie them on. And that would mean that you're totally committed to the intention that you have set on them. And then we have now more of the modern way would be to apply a clasp on it. Because the clasp, you can take it on and off when you shower, but most women shower, sleep, and they can wear these beads for years at a time. Some of the beads are worn for 3 years, 4 years. Some people, their bead drops so much because they actually lost weight, so they add to their collection and bring a few above the navel and then continue to let it drop as they watch it grow. Some women become pregnant and can no longer wear the beads. So then what we can do there is to, we cut it, and I can turn it into an anklet or a bracelet, so that you can still carry on those intentions, because you didn't want to cut it for any other reasons but to, to secure and to grow the baby around that area. So it just depends on what's important to them. Some people get to the point where they feel they've reached the intentions of the beads, and they because they've reached that and they want to create a new intentions around their waist. Some add to their collection, as I mentioned, and can wear many, many at a time. So the beads itself, they kind of really change out depending on your life, what's important to you, how you like to adapt, and it's to each his own. Some women, like the young lady we were just speaking of, Jazai, with Alayo beads, she does not make waist beads with clasp, because she is totally sticking with the traditional way waist beads are worn. If you ask her about it, she's gonna, stick to her original goal, which is to tie traditional waist beads. Right. So you see, she'll stick to it, and women commit to it, and that's their goal. And Beyonce's wearing it now, and hers are tied permanently. And,
oh wow!
Yeah, she wears them every single day. And especially because, Ty knows, you go to her, they tie them on and you're locked in permanently. Beyonce doesn't have a choice. So it's coming on down. Got a lot of beaders now, especially now with the pandemic, that are just taking their creativity and going with it. And I know you all have amazing beads. Obviously busy, but if it's ever something you thought, perhaps I can turn it into a business and actually gift other women the opportunity to adorn their waist, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to help and guide. Because it's just a beautiful thing. It's, especially if you enjoy it, if you're creative, you have the time to create. Once you pass it to someone else, you get more out of what they get out of the pieces you've created than you even make it yourself. So it's pretty fulfilling, at least for me.
Well, I actually have a girlfriend who wants to get beaded, but now just educate me, because she's saying that she wants someone to do it for her, or there's like a not a ritual, but like maybe it is not a ritual, but I don't know what the ceremony. Yeah. Is that something that does exist like now during the pandemic still?
Yes, I would say so. You
Mhm.
could do one-on-ones. You could set an appointment with the individual to do
Mhm.
so. Yeah, it can definitely happen. If they're wearing a mask, it can totally take place.
Mhm.
You do the tie on and do the entire, and it really depends on what their intent was, and that's what you have set before the meeting. And it's
Mhm.
happening. I know a lot of it today is happening more one-on-one or by appointment. Not too
Okay,
much.
gotcha.
Um, I always see she does hers 1-on-1
Mm-hmm.
by appointment now because
Mhm.
of that.
Okay,
Definitely.
cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't want to go through this process of doing it herself. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah. I love it. I think it will be fun, but I could also understand the person that does not want to sit and put 300 strands on a strand, because that's us right now. If we go back and count it, that's about right. So I get it, both ends. And if you once you do it, you see what you've done. It's pretty cool. I see Donnell checking her piece out.
I am. Stay on target here.
Love it. This was so cool. Love the energy, love the vibe. I could say this is the first kind of completed session where I feel like, yay, everyone walked away and have beads that they're wearing. So any
Yes.
comments, concerns, complaints, ladies?
No, this was perfect. I'm
This was
so
fun.
yes.
Awesome. I'm so glad you loved it. And Miss Ty, thank you so much for hosting. I have to thank our co-host, Jason, back there.
Our captions with the mostest.
I just love it. All of it. Oh, look, in a cool Jason, you're the man. Thank you so much. Wouldn't be this today without you guys.